If you think that the Northerners are the one that has Nigeria, right, and you have the audacity, right? You have the audacity to keep your Muslim ticket, that will be the beginning of the breakup of Nigeria. Tinubu, if you have the audacity to pick a Muslim vice president or keep Shetima as the Muslim vice president for the 2027 election, that will be the end of APC in Nigeria. Tinubu, if you have the audacity to pick a Muslim ticket despite the Christian genocide in Nigeria and how the Christians have suffered in your first tenure, if you think you have the audacity or you want to cower and bow down and listen to the Fulani Caliphate and keep a Muslim ticket, Tinubu, you will not win the 2027 election. I don't know how they are coming out and pressuring you. I don't know who they think they are, the northern Muslims and the Muslims in Nigeria. I don't know who they think they are, that they can tell you the president of why you should pick if you don't pick, you will not win. I am telling you now on behalf of Christians that Tinubu, you dare not. You don't, in fact, you don't have the audacity. I want to see the audacity of you picking a Muslim vice president again in 2027. The Northerners think they're the only one that have the mouth, right? They're the only ones that have the right to come and be telling you if you pick a Christian vice president, they will not vote you. Literally, they don't have the votes. They don't have the numbers. That literally has been lie. Northerners do not have the numbers. What they have is literally Amajiris, children that are not up to 18 years that they cannot vote. So it's time that INEC start looking towards the electoral process in the north and banning children from voting, because the Northerners do not have any vote. They don't. That have been lies for decades. So I'm talking to you, Tinubu. You better reverse back to the ways of the Nigerian system. A Muslim president, a Christian vice president, a Christian president, a Muslim vice president. Do not dare, with all what Christians have been through in your first tenure, do not dare to come in the next election with a Muslim vice president. Because I've seen some of these northern elites that be coming because that's what they now do to come, so that they will change your mind. Try it and see. They think that they want to have the monopoly of voting and whatever. Try it and see. They have the power for election, and they could not put Buhari in power for how many times he contested. They didn't put him onto the Southwest, literally supported them, and some of the South. Who are they? They think they have what power? Lies. Please, the government of Nigeria should comment and literally do census again. It's been long that we had census in Nigeria. The audacity of that people to think that if Tinubu do not pick a Muslim vice, we will not vote for them. They should get out. Who are they that Nigerians should bow down for them? They provide nothing to this country. Nothing to Nigeria. They add no value. The only value they add in Nigeria is terrorism and amajiri. And they want to talk about who will be the vice president. Nonsense.
Tinubu has put Nigeria in a very precarious situation. Why do I say that? When Tinubu engaged the Muslim ticket for the purpose of securing the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he plunged Nigeria into a devastating dilemma that it will take us another century for us to get out of the presumptuous situation he has brought us. Let me explain. Make I not use too much grammar, confuse all of us. You see, as far as Tinubu is concerned, the Muslim ticket was a necessary end to get the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To the core north, the Muslim ticket was a necessary end to the Islamization of Nigeria. Let's get that in very, very clear. Let's get that out of the way. Now, the Tinubu administration catalyzed what is the word I'm looking for? A cataclysmic, oh no, the word is missing my head. Oh, wait. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. It was more or less like a cataclysmic cohesion, A cataclysmic head-on collision between two opposing agenda. Yeah, that's the word. Hey, Charles, this thing just escaped my head. Yeah, a cataclysmic head-on collision between two opposing agenda. There's an Islamic agenda and there is a presidential agenda. As far as Tinubu is concerned, Tinubu is not concerned about religious, Islamic, no. He needed the northern vote, and the only way he can get the northern vote is by, spiraling their proclivity to the Islamic sense to get them to vote for him. And the North fell for it because they felt an Islamic Muslim agenda will put the Islamic faith above any other belief in Nigeria, and they gave Tinubu the vote. But Tinubu, on the other hand, was not, fast tracking the eventual Islamization of Nigeria. He's not fast tracking. Rather, he's bringing another agenda, the Yoruba agenda, by feeling almost everything is Yoruba, and that's not what the Northerners want. They want, they want Islam. They want Islam. Now, here is the confusion about this whole thing. In 2027, now that they've known Tinubu's agenda, that is not Islam, and the fact that Tinubu, rumors have it that Tinubu wants to drop Shetima for a northern Christian, and he is also trying to bring in this South versus North agenda. There's a problem. There's a problem. You see, the North, I really don't know why they feel religion is a thing that they need to protect. Is a thing that they need to employ themselves to enforce and sustain. But if we must continue on this dangerous path, have you asked yourself why the sudden upsurge in kidnapping, particularly from churches, that the last one, I think, is 177 Christians that were abducted from the church, and the certain interest of America in the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, and then the sudden trip of Tinubu to Turkey, where he slumped or slept or kurukere danced or whatever you call it. You see, what is happening in Nigeria is a fight between two forces. One force want to make sure that Nigeria is recognized by the international community as an Islamic state. The other force is maybe docile. But anybody that is questioning whether Nigeria wants to be Islamized, you are fooling yourself. Nigeria indeed wants to be Islamized. And trust me, you don't know what an ideology does. These people have gradually found themselves and embedded themselves in the decision-making process of Nigeria. They are in the system. They are in the system. Because you cannot tell me that these bandits that are parading AK-47 have the money or the financial wherewithal to have the arsenal, the cachet of arsenal that they have. So you, on the other hand, that you are, hey, I don't like Peter Obi. Hey, Peter Obi can never be president. Hey, Tinubu 4+4. Tinubu 8 years, 2031. You're so lost out of the realities of the challenges that befalls Nigeria. You are so lost out. But the truth is this, whether you like it or not, there are a group of people that are hell-bent on ensuring that the dictates of Nigeria is controlled by Islamic injunctions. That's just the truth, whether you like it or not. The recent foiled coup that was heavily championed by North is a testament to the fact that there are people who want to change the trajectory of the Nigerian political system. See, I don't hate Islam. I really don't hate Islam. But where the type of Islam that subjects others to bow down to the dictates of its ideology, that I hate. So Tinubu has catalyzed a dangerous machinery that if we don't stop it now, there's going to be a problem. And the only way we can stop it is just purely voting Tinubu out. Otherwise, those who feel through Tinubu, the Islamic agenda is fast-tracking, will be emboldened to the extent that they will pursue this agenda to its ultimate end. The only way we can stop this trajectory now is to vote Tinubu out.
Welcome back to the channel. So the Northerners are saying that Christians are already comfortable with this idea of Muslim tickets, and because they did not revolt against it, that means they don't have a problem with it. But let's try and turn the whole thing. What if the table turns and Nigerians say that they want a Christian ticket? Do you think that these people will actually accept this? Do you think they will be okay with a Christian ticket? Now, Tinubu's government just came up with this. Is the first time we're hearing of a Muslim ticket, and it was Tinubu that brought it. Now, because he brought it and a lot of people did not say anything, or Nigerians did not protest against it, which is actually wrong, because I think according to the constitution, you're not supposed to bring in a Muslim. But Tinubu, we all know who he is, introduced this and he forced it on Nigerians, and a lot of people are supposed to accept it. Now look at the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria. Nobody is saying anything about it until Donald Trump had to step into the whole matter, and that was when it became an issue of concern. Let me use that. And even at that, they kept on denying, saying that it's not only Christians that are being unalived, that there is also a Muslim genocide. But do you think that if there is truly a Muslim genocide compared to what is happening to the Christians in Nigeria, that these northern leaders will keep quiet? Look at the way they are defending bandits. They are saying that these people are their brothers, they are their sons, their friends, this and that. The truth is, they can't take half of what they are giving out to the Christians. And that's why a lot of people are saying that, okay, if this is what is happening, then just divide Nigeria, let everybody rest. Do you get? Just divide Nigeria, let everybody rest. Because at the end of the day, the one Nigeria thing is not working. Well, what's your take on this? Can you let me know what you think in the comment section? And if today is the first time joining my channel, please, subscription is free. Can you like, share, and subscribe?